Armando, here we are, Town Hall. This is your spot, isn't it?
It's my spot.
I come in the summer in Chapel Hill, and you're going to treat me to a good meal here. Do I have to pay, or is everything on the house with you?
Everything on the house.
Wow, this is big time. The new world of NIL. You go out to eat, you don't have to pay.
Yes, sir.
I like it. It's a good spot, though.
It's a
really good spot. You got a burger here, too?
Yeah, we got the Armando burger.
Is it on the menu?
Yeah, it's on the menu.
Yeah?
It's on the
What's
menu.
you got on it?
Bacon, cheese, barbecue, onion rings. It's a lot on there.
Listen, you eat a bunch of those, you're gonna need to watch your figure here or something.
Yes, sir.
Don't eat too many of those. You're gonna be out of shape, right?
Not too many.
Got to be in good. Got to look good for the start of the season.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing great. Summer's been going good.
Yeah.
We've been having practice, just trying to gel and turn it around.
All right, so take me through this summer compared to last summer.
Yeah.
Because last summer was a whirlwind.
Exactly.
Like you were like a movie star, TV star last summer.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't you go to like Kentucky for some horse
Derby.
thing?
Yeah.
No, not even the Derby. Wasn't there something else?
Oh yeah, well I went back and had a horse named after me. So I mean, this summer's been great because it's just been basketball, and I feel like this summer I've had a chance to really get healthy. Last summer, like you said, I was on the move.
Yeah.
I mean, because obviously just the run we went on, and it was just a lot of different things, and it was something I really wasn't used to, just that much attention and all these different things coming at me. And I think last year was just good for me because it gave me an idea of like what not to do and what to do, and I think it was just great.
You're kind of running around the country doing all these things. All these opportunities are there, and it's hard to say no. And you're not spending as much time, would you say? I mean, the thing I love about you, and I've said this for years, is like there's no bullshit with you. You're gonna give it. You're gonna give it straight, for better or worse.
Yeah, sure.
Is that something where you feel like, hey, if I had to do it all over again last year, I might have picked and choose a couple of those things, but not as much as I did?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say so much basketball-wise. Like, I think I did a good job of like working out and doing all those things, but I didn't do a good job of getting back healthy because obviously last year you saw with the ankles and stuff. I feel like I was just more focused on just hooping, and I was just on the move so much. I never got the chance to really pay attention and correct those things in my body that I needed to. And then not being away from the team, I mean, I think last year a lot of us had like our own thing, and we were going to different places and training and doing stuff in those places, but also doing a lot of things. So as a team, we didn't do a great job of kind of being together and building that camaraderie, which is so important, especially in a sport like college basketball.
All right, so what do you think? You've been in this sport now this is year 5. How I hear from a lot of coaches complaining about how much it's changed. I mean, you've seen it change dramatically.
Yeah.
Again, you went from when you first got to Carolina. I remember Roy Williams always used to tell me the pride he had in the fact that nobody transferred out of the Carolina program.
Sure, yeah.
And now it's like, listen, you're going to get 3-4 transfers every year. What do you think of the state of college basketball overall as a player?
I mean, it's such a complex thing to really dive into because it's like with the transfer portal, everyone should have the ability to transfer. And I mean, it's like the same thing. You look at coaches, like they get a job opportunity, they put their name in the field to be a different opportunity. So you want to give the player and the coaches the same opportunity. But I mean, you look at a situation like us, we lose all of those players and just all around the country. Guys just leave. Like if you don't agree with the coach is saying or you don't
You always want more.
Yeah.
Like I feel like no matter what situation guys are in, generally you want more. There's very few that are like, all right, you've gotten the chance to be a number 1 guy, but even you, look at your buddy Hunter Dickinson.
Yeah, I mean, it's all fair. Like you should have the opportunity, but at the same time, you do get a lot of guys that's transferring and moving things around. I mean, you even look at a situation that happened earlier in there, like with Simeon. Like he was supposed to come, but I mean, we do get guys, and like in the moment, I was kind of upset that he didn't come. But I mean, really, it wasn't. It was more just me and my feelings. I really wanted to play with him. Like looking back at it, I was wrong.
Yeah, sure.
Coming after him because I mean, if you look at the grand scheme of things, he did make the right decision.
Yes.
But I just wanted to play with him, and I was a little upset about that. But I mean,
I think the hard part for people like me is honestly the fans, like the fans' perspective. I'm watching you here, and the fans in Chapel Hill know you.
Yeah.
They've seen you grow. They've seen you grow up here in Chapel Hill, where you got 3 or 4 guys coming in that are probably here for 8 months.
Yeah.
So they don't have the same connection. I feel that way. Like the names change so much every year, and the quality of play probably isn't going to be as good because you're going to have completely new teams. So, I
think that's the crazy part about it, because you look at a team like Pittsburgh this year, like nobody thought they would be a good team.
Nobody.
I mean, they get all these transfers from different conferences and areas, and nobody really knows like how good they'll be, and then they end up being a tournament team, and it's just like it's hard to really gauge early in the season who's going to be good, who's not. I mean, you look at us, you thought
it's like throwing
we'd
darts.
be amazing, but we get a different team, and it's crazy because you don't know who's really going to be good, and I think it adds to the excitement of college basketball. But at the same time, I think it's a detriment because you look at the traditional years where you have a Duke that's always good, a UNC, Kentucky. You know those guys are going to be in the Sweet 16, and that adds to the excitement of the tournament. And then you get to this year, and I mean, UConn is obviously a historic team, but you get a school like FAU, San Diego State, teams that are good teams, but you just don't have as big of a fan base, and you don't think it's good. I mean, it's just a different college basketball now.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so take me through your decision. You're going to be, I looked it up, come NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
If you're fortunate enough to get back, which I think you will, but we're not going with Givens anymore.
Yes, sir. Sure.
You'll be 24 years old. 24 years old.
24, that's
if I had
man.
told you,
That's old.
If I had told you you'd still be here at 24 when you got here as a freshman, what would you have told me?
Shitting me.
Right?
Like,
No chance.
No chance. Yeah.
I mean, you probably thought, am I wrong? Like, I'm a one and done. Most kids do.
Yeah, I mean, I knew for me probably it would be like a couple more years just for me to develop. But I mean, that's everybody's aspirations, I'm sure.
For you, you could have went. I mean, 4 years at Carolina. You know, like nobody would have faulted you if you said, hey, I don't want to use my COVID year. A lot of other guys, Drew Timmy didn't. You know, a bunch of other guys who said, you know what, I'm out. Why? What was it that got you back for another year?
Well, I mean, I think it's a few different parts. Obviously, last year wasn't the season that we wanted. And, I mean, I think for me, I mean so much to the school and the state, like, just in terms of who I want to be and how I want to be remembered here. That's definitely how I did not want to be remembered. But also for me, like you said, those guys in those positions, like, I know it's cutthroat when you go to the next level. And it's one of those things, if I can get another year to, like, improve, find a different, like, niche, like, find a way in and things like that, like, why not? I mean, you see guys like all the time now, like a lot of older guys coming in and being able to make an impact and finding some type of role. So, I mean, I think for me, it just allowed me another year just to chill and also be comfortable. Like, we're making a lot of money in college now, too. So it's like,
yeah, that helps.
If I'm going to go through the gauntlet, I'd rather be paid doing it.
I don't blame you. Listen, I mean, if this had been 5 years ago and there was no NIL.
Yeah, I mean, if this had been 5 years ago, I think I'll have to leave after the Final Four for sure.
Right, you would.
Yeah.
But now you know, like, all right, pretty good deal.
I'm at a place I want to be at.
Yeah.
You get an MBA from one of the best business schools. I mean, like, why not?
You like college.
Yeah, I love it.
Right? I mean, that's one of the things you have to like college, don't you, to come back for a fifth year?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't like school, and like you said, you're going to get.
I love school. Like I said, I get to go towards my MBA. I made so many great relationships here. Love the coaches.
Yeah.
Comfortable. So, I mean, like, why not?
Take me through the season last year.
Yeah.
I mean, this was like I mean, we all had you at 1 or 2. I think I had you at 1 preseason at the end.
I mean, fairly, like, looking back at it, like, you see the run we made. See the run we made. I mean, I don't blame anybody for putting us at number 1. I mean, we get Pete Nance, who was a big-time player in the Big Ten. Like, it all looked perfect. But, I mean, I just think as a team, we never just, like, gelled all the way right, like how we should have. And I mean, I think last year was just so many distractions and just the new age of social media, like
paying attention to that, aren't you?
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Like, you open your TV up and you see Stephen A. Smith and Mad Dog talking about you. I think it's one of those things where a lot of guys couldn't understand. And I mean, I think that's something I've been trying to do a better job this year with the new guys coming in, just letting you know, like, when you come to playing for UNC and in this program, like, it's a big time program, and like, you're gonna be like, you gotta know what's coming to you. And I mean, I think Carolina, it's a program, I mean, it's not for everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, again, Hubert, I remember talking to him before last season, and he said it's different. The expectations are different. You guys really didn't have anybody kissing your ass. In fact, 2 years ago was everybody doubting you. And then you go from where everybody's kissing your ass, everybody's telling you how good because of the run you had, I always say starting March 5th.
Yeah,
I mean, March 5th flipped it.
for sure.
Flipped it. And then you guys were as good as maybe any team as I've seen for a month. And then, you know, again, like you get all those distractions.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to handle, right?
I mean, and if you look at it, that's like the first year in college basketball history you really see those things in terms of
Right.
you channeling like all the media attention, and then you channeling like all the different endorsements, things like that. Like it was a huge bubble of just distractions, you know, and it's something nobody really knows how to navigate because it was the first year you see anything like that. But I mean, I thought it was great for us as players just to kind of just build from that and realize what not to do, but also the coaches too, just being able to see like how to manage those things.
Was it
One
more
guy-
on you guys? I mean, again, a lot of us blame Hubert some,
Yeah.
right? I mean, everybody's like, all right, what's the blame pie, right? Who are we giving it to?
Yeah.
The coaches, the players, whoever. Who do you put it on last year?
Us, I mean, I didn't think we did a good job of really trusting each other. Like I said, it's one of those instances where somebody sets a ball screen, nobody's bumping that man, and then boom, he gets a layup. Then the next time they bump him, kick it out, then not help, not helping the helper, just small things like that. And I mean, I think, like I was talking about earlier, just trying to build the good habits now of like helping, setting the screen, like doing all the right stuff and all the small details, because that's what really matters.
Well, I felt like the thing that made you guys so much fun to watch during that run was all that, and also the emotion, the passion.
Emotion, for sure.
You guys were having fun. You went from a team that earlier that year that I criticized because it looked like you had no pulse.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it looked like you had no pulse against
100%.
Tennessee.
And I think we kind of went back to that.
Correct.
Last year,
Yes.
like not having fun.
Yes.
Therefore,
Why? Why do you think that was? Because I figured you pick up kind of where you left off, and I just felt like, and sometimes I say this with even, like I'm from Boston, so I watch the Celtics a lot. And those guys don't show a lot of emotion either. It's not that you have to, but I feel like it can get contagious too.
I mean, I think
are.
it's just a personnel thing, really, because, I mean, all it takes is one guy in the locker room to be that guy. And I mean, me personally, I'm like the type of person, I'm going to just play. I don't really do too much talking. Like, if it's a matchup, then you might hear me talk a little bit, but I'm more of a type of person where I'm just going out there, just playing hard, doing my job. But I think it's just having that one guy that's really can just amplify.
So do you have that guy now?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to try to do a better job too, even though I don't like it, just talking trash, doing things like that. But I mean,
just to get your teammates
I
going.
think Cormac is that guy that can really bring it out of
Really?
us. Yeah.
Really? What was the low point last year? Can you take me kind of into a point last year where you were just, and there are probably a few of like, what the hell is going on?
I mean, I think after that Wake Forest game, I think that was probably the most disappointed I had been, like just at Carolina, because it was just one of those things where like, how do we get to this point? You know what I mean? And yeah, it was a tough one. And then like you already playing in Wake Forest, and their fans just so obnoxious. Like the student section is just one of those things. I'm like, damn, like how do we get to this
And there's
point?
nothing you can say.
Nothing
right?
you can say.
Is that the hardest part last year? Is
Yeah.
people were criticizing you guys, and it was almost like you couldn't have an excuse.
Yeah, I mean, it's really like, it's one of those things where like you lose all those games and then you just walk around and you just see the looks that people give you. And like,
Around campus?
oh man, all around North Carolina.
Really?
And then even still to this day, like you go, it don't go a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, how we gonna be next year? Like, what's like,
Right.
we're gonna be better than last year, right? Like it's one of those things where like, I mean, people, they just fans, but just, hey, you hear about it every day. Like it's not a day I don't go by and I don't think about what happened last year. Because I mean, I truly care and I like truly want to win. That's all I want to do here is win.
What's the expectation this year? What I mean, is it? I mean, obviously, get back. I mean, again, it's like obviously you got to get back to the tournament first.
Yeah, I mean, playing at a school like Carolina, any of the Blue Bloods, I mean, your expectations are to win a national championship because I mean, anything other than that, really,
Especially
I mean,
with
it's
the
not
taste.
remembered. I mean,
With a taste from 2 years ago, getting that close, I assume.
2 years ago, that's a different story just because of how it went and obviously playing Duke, like that'll be remembered forever. But who really remembers the teams here that didn't win a national championship?
True.
It's one of those things.
True.
So I mean, your expectation every year at a school like this is
I think that one, I actually think people will remember.
yeah,
because of
just
how
because
it went.
of what happened. Yeah,
Yeah, like I think that one
That'll
was
be
just
remembered
so
forever.
unique
yeah,
that even though you didn't win it, but by beating Duke twice the way you did, I actually think that one will be
Exactly,
remembered a
for
little
sure.
differently. So how different are fans with you now? Like as
Yeah.
opposed to a year ago,
Yeah.
where I mean, people are still
Yeah.
people want pictures. They
Yeah.
still love you. Do you feel a change or not really?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I mean, like Carolina, they love me, so I think I get embraced.
You're good. Yeah, you're good no matter
I'm
what.
good, but like I mean, I think just the overall feeling. Obviously, like our fans don't always support us, but like now they like on edge, like they want us to win. I mean,
Yeah.
but we on edge too and want to win.
So we're going to see a more athletic, a rim protecting, a guy who's going to make at least 10 threes this year.
That's the goal.
More vocal, jump guys a little bit when they need it.
Yeah.
Yes. Talk a little more trash.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else am I forgetting?
A winner.
A winner.
Having those winning qualities. I mean, those are just the main things where like I'm thinking at night in my bed, like how can I be better? What can I do? Those, what you said, are what I'm trying to bring to the table this year.
All right. Well, listen. Appreciate you coming here, and again, I don't know what I'm going to eat, but I gotta order something here, and I will pay if it goes to you. If I know that part of the proceeds go to your NIL,
Yeah.
I'll definitely get the burger. Bacon though, I'm not a big bacon guy,
Yeah.
so I don't need it.
I probably need to stay away.
I think,
from
yeah, no, you're looking a little better than me. The salmon,
For
salmon's
sure.
the way to go for sure. But listen, always good to see you.
Appreciate
Good luck
it.
this season. Remember, like, you don't want to have to, watch me criticizing you. So just win games, and it'll be all positivity, and that way you don't have to yell at me or anything.
That'll be good.
All right, listen, great seeing you, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.